and welcome to another episode of Where's the Trade. My name is Joshua Bellinger of OptionSizzle.com, and today we're going to look at the option activity in Impax Laboratories. Before I get started, what I want to ask you is those that are watching and have been watching to get a little bit more interactive. Let me know your thoughts below the video or on Twitter. And if you find the information valuable, it does take me time to create this information. If you could just pass it on to somebody you think that might find it valuable as well. What we're looking at right now is the daily chart. And on this, what we can see here and what I'm going to walk you through and my thinking is that when I look at this, I look to the left and I see a lot of congestion. We could see over the last year that there's a bit of a range between 19 and 27. And even if outside that, I would say a little bit of the 25 range if you just box this in right here. We were at the lower end of this level here. And the thing that has me interested is this gap here. So those are not familiar with gaps. Gaps are just price voids, and they typically will get filled in. And you could see a gap here that was later filled in on here. So this is always intriguing to traders because this has been kind of forming a support level and working off these potential buyers and sellers, and now it's approaching that level here. So what will happen eventually is that it will come into this level and fill it potentially. I mean, they usually fill their gaps, but not every single stock will or doesn't do it in a quick amount of time. But if we look at the option activity today, what I want to focus in on is the February contracts. And in these contracts, you can see that 8,000 calls traded with some put activity on the 20s here. And we'll look down here. I didn't print out the option volume before this video because I already know the statistics on it. But I know that they're a bought, but you can see here calls outpaced puts. And the thing that we want to just focus in on just quickly is that 64% of them traded on the ask or above. And when we start aligning, or when I start aligning things such as that, I look to this and go, wow, there's a lot of interest there. That 22 level can easily be taken and likely fill in that gap. And when I looked at some of the other option activity on the other side of the board here on the 20 strike, there was a seller of these puts that looks to be initiated, a seller initiated trade. Now, it doesn't mean that it was tied to this trade here, but what that would indicate is that they're looking at February, which has 37 days, and they're looking for that to push above 2250. And potentially the individual, if they were sold on the side here, these puts were traded on the bid, that they're looking for 20 to hold. Now, that's a different scenario because 20 is $2 away, and that could happen, and getting above 2250 may not happen. One of the interesting trades that you can always look to do on this one is to do what's a bit of a bullish risk reversal or a bullish trade, and that is involved with selling the puts here and then actually buying the 2250 strikes. Now, this requires margin. It's a very bullish trade, but if you are very bullish on this name, that would be the opportunity. The other thing I would like to do as well is cap off my risk, because if you look on the chart here, 25 is likely going to be a resistance level, and you could sell these 25 calls to bring down the overall cost of this spread here, have $2.50 of upside potential minus whatever you paid, and offset that with the sale of the 20 put. So that's just an idea. Here's what I would like for you to do now. Make sure you click subscribe if you haven't. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Leave a comment below. Tell me why you liked it, why you did not like it. And if you found the information to be valuable and you think that there's someone else out there that you know that could use the information or find the information valuable, make sure you click the share icon here and share the video with them.